Hi, very good morning to you all. This is Mrs. Patnapriya Chakri Narayanan. Today now we are going to learn about the new topic, that is the one type of blood that is considered to be as the name of blood platelets. Okay. So what is the other name for blood platelets is known as the thrombocytes. Already we have completed the red blood corpuscles and as well as white blood corpuscles and their functions and their lifespan, shape, size, everything already we completed in the previous classes. Now let us see about the third type of blood cell that is considered to be in the name of blood platelets. The blood platelets is also called as thrombocytes. So what is the size of the blood cells of the size, that is the platelets is considered to be as 2 to 3 micron. Okay. So what is the lifespan of blood platelets is 2 to 4 days, or maximum it reaches to 5 days, maximum only 2 to 4 days. Maximum some of the cells which we extend this life it has 5 days. So count is what is the count of the platelet, that is 1.5 to 3.5 lakh meter cube for each of the cubic millimeter of an blood. Okay. So over cubic millimeter of blood what is the count of blood platelets is 1.5 to 3.5 lakh meter cube. What does that? It is also the platelets is also called as a term as thrombocytes. It is non-nucleated. It is the absence of nucleus. So it is considered to be as the megakaryocyte. Okay, because in the cells it does not have any nucleus. It should have the large space. So the size should be enlarging. So it is considered to be as a term of megakaryocyte. The platelets also which produced in the bone marrow. So what is the shape of the blood platelets? It is disc shaped and also it is biconvex. So already biconvex you have learned in that mammals RBC shape of that mammals, particularly camel and llama. So spindle corpuscles some platelets should be has a spindle corpuscle cells. So it has the spindle shaped, and in that part the rounded nucleus present in the center. So some platelets it should be as spindle corpuscles, and that part only the nucleus is present. So it is considered to be as rounded in the center part. That is the nucleus is in the present in the center one. Next one is cytoplasmic basoplastic granules. That is in stain. What is that? Basic nature of the platelets, that is in basic in nature, not at all acidic. So it is considered to be as methylene group. You have to learn in the methylene group in that which part? WBC, one type of WBC. That is the name considered to be as basophil. So okay, that is a methylene blue. So maximum cytoplasm composed of togetherness, it is considered to be as the term of thrombocytopenia. Okay, the term considered to be as thrombocytopenia. Maximum cytoplasm composed, it is called as a term as thrombocytopenia. So critical count. Next one the count will be increasing the platelet value. It should be the value as 40,000 millimeter cube. So less than critical count. Platelet count normal count it should formation as a red spot and rashes appear on your skin. So body blood the platelet level is reduced. It should be the value it will be wrestling from that normal count. So the red spot or rashes appeared on the skin, and it causes the name one disease. That name is considered to be as purpura disease. So the red spot and the rashes appear in the skin, that is considered to be as the name of purpura diseases. So these are the basic points about the platelets. Now let us see about the functions of platelets. So what is the main function than that of the RBC and WBC? Because RBC is takes the oxygenated blood in the presence of hemoglobin pigment and gives the color to the blood. Am I correct? So WBC is for the immune system and it have the 5 types. It's totally difficult. So than that of WBC and RBC, platelet is more important than that of the other part. It is very small part than that of WBC and RBC, but it is very important, very most important in the blood cells. So what is the function of platelet? That is replace the endothelium blood vascular system. Particularly it formulates the platelet plug. The name is considered to be as your platelet plug. It should be repair the part of the endoplasmic tissue, that is blood vascular system, because the tendency is as gelatinous and also it is considered to be as a muscle membrane surfaces. So synthesis of thrombastin, it is considered to be as helping of the clotting blood. Okay, so without blood clotting, if any wounds, if you are suffered by any wounds, you are unable to survive. And one more synthesis of that platelets, then the 5-electrocyte is formed, because it should be, what is meant by the term electroxytriptamine, that means considered to be as valent and ratious, and it will be pain. It should be formed in your legs, particularly in the knee spot. Because why it is suffered means the swelling is formed because of the clotting of the blood in your knees and your toes and your leg. So that is the main disease is formed in your leg. So these are the functions of the platelets. Next one is the term blood clotting. Blood clotting means, if you already know about that, the cut, if you are suffered by any cut or wounds, the blood will be continuously flow. It should not clotting at any cost. So it should be clotted by the cells, by the platelets or thrombocytes. It is considered to be as blood clotting. So the maximum bleeding time, it should be controlled within 1 to 3 minutes. If you are unable to control the clotting within 1 to 3 minutes, it may cause severe damages to the human being. Sometimes clot form intact blood vessels. Sometimes on the blood flow, it should be flows continuously. It should be attached at some part. So in the blood vessels on the clot should be formed. So it has mainly divided into two types. First one is considered to be as a thrombus clot. Second one is considered to be as a embolus clot. So what is meant by the thrombus clot and what is meant by the embolus clot? It is a thrombus clot. It is a static clot. Thrombus clot is also considered to be as a term of static clot. It is very gross, bigger in size, ultimately blocked all the blood vessels. Okay, severely it should be blocked all the blood vessels. Unnecessary clot formed in particularly coronary vessels. Heart vessels வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா உங்களுக்கு 4 types of hearts இருக்கு. So in that form it should be clotting of blood in the coronary vessels. It causes the coronary thrombosis. That name is termed as coronary thrombosis. It causes the heart attack. If the blood is clotted in the vessels, it should not be circulate the blood in all over the body. It should be clotted in one place. Clot it should not function at any cost. So we are suffered by the heart attack or cardiac arrest suddenly. Maybe it is minute, maybe it is maximum. It depends upon the clotting. So next one is formed in brain. Suppose if you find the clot in your brain. Suppose the clot is found in your brain. That name is considered to be as the cephalic thrombus. How we have named it as the coronary vessels in the coronary thrombus. So as the same part in the brain, it is considered to be as the name of cephalic thrombus. It causes the paralysis attack. So it should not be, what does it mean paralysis means? It should not be working the function of that one hand and one leg. So sometimes they are suffered by both parts. Sometimes it may be suffered by the one side. That is, a few vessels should be blocked in the right hand part means it should be suffered in the left hand side. If the vessel thought it should be suffered in the left hand side means the paralysis attack will be in the right side. So it is considered to be as a cephalic thrombus. It causes the paralysis. So thrombus clot is very dangerous one. Particularly it causes the paralysis, heart attack, and there should be many blocks too found in the vessels. It may damages the blood circulation and suffer the normal metabolic rate in your body. Next one is embolus clot. Already we have a little bit learned in the process of this function in the platelets. So that is a moving clot. So the embolus clot is considered to be as a moving clot. It should not be stagnated at anywhere like in coronary vessels and in brain and somewhere. So it is a moving clot. So the flow of blood, because the clot will be very minute, it should be moving in the blood itself. So it is ultimately dissolved in the blood. Suppose it is very minute in state, it should not be stagnated and it should not be blocked at be any vessels. So it should be moving in the flowing part in the blood. So most harmful during the maturing nature, because it should be stagnated in the final part of your leg. So it should be causes a swelling and a pain, and particularly in the part of that toes part. So that name is considered to be as a 5-electroxytriptamine. Already we have learned in this part. So the swelling cases it should be appear in that leg. Okay. So blood clotting is very important, more than that of the WBC. Suppose if you are suffered by RBC, so if you are, because it causes the anemia. So if you intake of the iron, it will be rectified. Am I correct? Suppose if you are suffered by WBC count, what it may be? you should lose the body. You have suffered by the sickness often. So if you are taking the vitamins of some nutritious food, it will be recovered. Suppose if the cases will be increasing, so leukemia, before that if you found that the cases, you have to control that WBC count also. So that is the another way. So that you have to learn that. But blood clotting is totally different than that of the WBC and RBC. So we are unable to do this. We are trying to go the reason blood clotting. If you have any clotting of blood in any part, we have suffered a lot. So we have to maintain the blood platelets value of the nowadays you are suffered by some people suppose by dengue. So if dengue also caused by platelets. So if the count platelets counting will be less, the dengue fever also will be caused. So that is the main symptom, that is giddiness and swelling in the gums and feverness, headache, rashes in the body. These are all the symptoms of the dengue fever. Okay. So what is the mechanism of blood is very more important. So let me see in the next class. Thank you.